project. And I have a friend, a live guest over here, Jesse Lakes from Geniuslink. And there's Jesse there, and I could put his name up if I could figure out how to do it. There's a lot going on. We're going to be struggling with technology today, so we certainly appreciate your patience. Technology, and I think we got it straight now. So the reason why we're chatting today is, of course, some of the dramatic changes that came out with the Amazon Associate Program. And Amazon sent out an email on Tuesday, which I think was the 14th of April, notifying folks that in about a week, the rates are going to change. And I'm going to share my screen here. Hopefully this works. And if people want to get this spreadsheet that I'm sharing right now, there's a link in the description, and I linked to the original links that Amazon shared with us. But I sort of broke out some of the specific categories just so it's a little bit easier to see. I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but from the data that we had available at the time, this is what we have. So you can kind of see the percentage drop, the before and after, and I've broken out certain areas like groceries, for example, that those were at 5%, and now they're at 1%. So that's an 80% drop there. So you can get to those. And before we move on, I do also want to plug just some of the stuff that Jesse has going on as well. So there's a few links in the description. Some of the topics that we're going to be discussing today. Quote, time to leave Amazon Associates, ? Very important. And then Jesse wrote this great blog post, and that's kind of going to guide our discussion today. I want to thank everybody hopping on live, because I know this is, a dramatic time out there, and a lot of changes, a lot of things are going on. And not only are affiliates impacted, but people like Jesse and his company over at Geniuslink, those are impacted. There's a whole industry around affiliate marketing, whether it's SEO agencies, freelance writers. There are software companies like Geniuslink. There are plugin makers. There's hundreds, and that I have no clue, but there's a lot of people that are impacted, and a lot of us are hit pretty hard. Now, any quick thoughts, Jesse, before we kind of look at some of the other details?
Lots of thoughts. I don't think any of them are quick. I mean, and I think that's initially kind of the problem, is that a lot of the gut reaction is quick, but there's so many nuances here. So I'm glad we got some time to start to unpack some of those. But yeah, no.
Okay.
A lot of people are impacted.
So first thing I want to point out is, some people are, really upset, and, rightfully so. This kind of came out of nowhere. It's a pretty quick change. Times are changing in the world anyway, but it's a very dramatic change, and it could impact a lot of people, their livelihood, their families, and all that stuff. So one interesting thing is this is not the first time that Amazon has made changes before. In fact, there's quite a history, and I'm going to, Jesse, I'm going to turn it over to you while I share some of the documentation of the historical changes over time, if you just want to talk generally about that.
Yeah, so the biggest, I think, impact happened a few years ago in April of 2017. And then there was another sizable impact the following May. But this kind of got me on a little bit of a rant. I started digging into it and started using a tool called the archive.org, the Wayback Machine, and just started to try to understand what is Amazon doing with their affiliate program. Is it going down and everyone knows it's going down, but then it comes back up when no one's looking, or is it just going down and down and down? So went on a bit of a binge late last year and just did a ton of research, found as much data as I could for the last decade, and found about 50 different times, just shy of 50 different times, that Amazon has changed their commission rates in the last decade, and charted those all out. They're in a big spreadsheet that you can find from that article as well. But the gist is that Amazon continues to decrease their commission rates. We found kind of this overall metric, this kind of average across all categories metric. So I don't know if you want to show the screenshot of, or not the screenshot, the graph. I think that's relatively near the top of the article. But you can kind of see that over time, the number of categories kind of creeps up and then jumps way up. And then you can see the line, is kind of slowly dropping. There's some pretty major drops as well over the time period, and then obviously most recently. But there's kind of two sides to this. Yes, it's a bummer. Things are dropping, but if you're reading the tea leaves, it's something that was kind of foreseen. Amazon is kind of always constantly adjusting things, tweaking things, running experiments, etc. And it seems that April to May timeframe is when Amazon does those things. So this is horrible. I don't want to downplay that whatsoever, especially if one of your categories went from something solid to 1 or 2 or 3%. It's a major bummer. But on the flip side, Amazon's affiliate program it's going to be 24 years old in July. It's a very mature program. It's in general considered to be one of the highest converting affiliate programs. The affiliate commission rates have always been pretty generous. Not to, I think they didn't do this the right time. I think the language could have been. I think there was a lot of things they could have done better. But it's not surprising that it was done. And I don't think they're done doing it as well. But I do understand why they did it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's well said. And again, links are in the description. So I do want to point out people can dig into a lot of the narrative and see how this plays out. And Jesse, thanks for pulling this data together. I didn't realize you're a hard worker. So I'm not surprised you did all the research and stuff, but I didn't know it was all there. And, quick shout out. I know a lot of times when I do these live streams, I chat with people directly in the chat. I call them out. I say, hey, what's going on? Today we have a dear friend of mine, Thais. She's going to be moderating in the chat, keeping order over there. So shout out to Thais. And she's going to help consolidate some of the questions for us. And it will just keep a little bit more order. So hopefully I won't mess up the technology anymore, number one. But number two, we'll be able to answer some of those questions that people have. So thanks a lot to Thais. And I think I'm going to hop over to the post where, you title it Time to Leave Amazon Associates, which I obviously stole for this live stream title. It's a pretty good one. Why do copywriting when someone else did it for you? So the overall, a couple things to point out. Jesse and I are both entrenched in the Amazon Associate Program. So I would say, number one, we're not associated with Amazon at all. So we're not speaking for Amazon. We don't, just legally, we don't know anything. We're just a couple guys here for your entertainment. So hopefully it's a little bit entertaining. And the other thing is, we're sort of entrenched. So keep that in mind. We're trying to bring you good information, but at the same time, this is part of our livelihood. So just be aware of that. I think it's fair for us to say. And Jesse's nodding. People can't see him right now, but he's nodding. He agrees with me with the two things 100%. I just said. So number one, I just want to get right to the point. Should people think, hey, I need to leave Amazon. I need to do something else. And if not, why is Amazon still a good option right now, Jesse?
Yeah. So there's two different sides to it, right? There's your personal shopping buying behavior, and then there's your work behavior, your use of the Amazon affiliate program. And while we're talking about affiliate stuff, and that definitely deserves the bulk of it, you as a consumer, you as a shopper also needs to be considered to some degree. I know that our family, we have Amazon boxes on our front porch on a pretty regular basis. I don't absolutely love the company, but we have a Prime membership and it makes shopping really easy. My wife does an awesome job managing all that, and she has my full approval to continue to shop at Amazon. But with that in mind, putting on your affiliate hat, knowing that there is over 100 million Prime members in the US alone, that Amazon has, I think it's 38 or 39% US e-commerce market share according to eMarketer, and the next biggest competitor is Walmart with 5%. Amazon still is typically the dominant shopping giant for at least us here in the US. So there's two sides to the story as an affiliate. Yes, you can abandon Amazon's affiliate program, and you have every right to do so. This was pretty crappy. But at the end of the day, some percentage of your audience will buy from the store you recommend, but that other percentage are going to buy the product where they would prefer to buy it. And that's kind of the hard nuance here, is just because Amazon's dropping the affiliate rates doesn't mean you should abandon, especially if your demographic has a higher percentage of Prime membership, or that Amazon serves your your audience base incredibly well. Yes, you may be able to get, 2 or 3x more commission rate from another store, but if no one buys from that store, your conversion rate is going to be so low that it doesn't matter. Your net revenue likely will not change. So when you put the question on kind of either or, it's an impossible question to answer. It's really hard to say I'm going to be 100% Amazon, or I'm going to be 100% Walmart, 100% Best Buy, or 100% Acme Store Co. that has an awesome affiliate program that pays me 50% commission. Because at the end of the day, it's really where your shopper's going to buy. Your job as an affiliate marketer is to recommend the product. And a lot of people do a great job with that. But that last mile part is the real challenge. Where are they going to buy? And traditionally, Amazon was a win, right? A good, easy to use affiliate program that had great conversion rates and reasonable rates, commission rates. With those commission rates dropping, conversion rates probably aren't going to change. So it's less revenue for us if we stick with them. But again, is there more revenue elsewhere? Is the buying behavior there? So again, the either or question is a really, really hard one.
And I just want to highlight something again from the post that people can read a little bit more deeply if they follow the link in the description. Amazon has a 38% market share and Walmart is number 2. Is that right, Jesse?
Yes, with like 4 point something. Okay. Rounds up to 5, I think.
So 7.5 times more market share, if I'm doing the math right. So
U.S. e-commerce, eMarketer. If you Google, Amazon market share U.S. eMarketer is the one that did that survey, and I think it's relatively new. And it's eMarketer is a pretty well-known name in the industry for having good metrics, but that's a number I'm going off of.
Okay, very good. So that's a huge difference. So even if another company is paying a much larger percentage, the math may still work out for Amazon. Obviously, Amazon's a big company. They have a little weight they can throw around. So they have leverage. There's not a ton that we can do. So I know
that we can do as affiliates. But again, as a shopper, if you don't agree with Amazon, stop buying on Amazon. Sorry.
Nope, and that's a great point. I was going to say, because the shipping times have increased during this, these last few weeks, sometimes it is better to order from somewhere else if it's going to take longer, or you can get I'm a product of American suburbs, so Walmart is a place that I go to anyway. It's familiar. I know where all
Target's,
the
half a mile away, and they do curbside pickup for us.
Yeah.
Target has a great affiliate program.
Yep. Yeah. So both of those are two, completely viable options to add to the mix potentially. And, we're going to get into some of the details on that, but I want to talk just a little bit about like other options that people may have. So I'm going to jump in and say display ads are another option for people. So there's a lot, there's AdSense, there's Ezoic, there's a lot of other companies out there. And if you have content on your site that is primarily review based, maybe you're still going to be better off directing people to an affiliate program because you're reviewing products. It's all about buyer intent. It's all about like the visitor on their site and how you solve the problem for them by helping them hopefully make a decision. Sometimes you may have a lot of informational content, how-to content. And in that case, well, it's a no-brainer. There's probably a good chance you're going to make more money with display ads because, the way the world works. Now I know there's a whole other argument around display ads, ad spend right now is declining. Things are shifting, but you have options. You definitely have options. So those are a couple ideas, just without even adding other affiliate programs. But Jesse, do you have any? You've been in the affiliate game for how long?
Started in 99, 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, I hated affiliate marketing initially, but that's another story.
Sure.
It was the only option after the .com crash. So I guess maybe it was 2001. Yeah, is when I dove into. So yeah, banner ads were no longer an option. So my first websites I had to do affiliate marketing, and I was horrible at it. It didn't convert, and I hated affiliate marketing. But yeah, again, that's another story for another day. It's been a wild ride. It's been an absolutely wild ride.
Okay, and
but if I can back up, sorry to interrupt you, Doug. as far as different business models go as well, you have an expertise if you're, writing content. Can you sell an informational product? Can you teach a class? Can you, not only the ads on your site, but does a YouTube channel doing reviews, as video? Are those options as well? Can you diversify your revenue channels? Can you actually take your lessons from selling a specific category of products and turn that into a product yourself? Granted, supply chain is a bit of a mess at the moment, but if you are the absolute expert at widgets because you've been an affiliate for widgets for the last 5 years, you know how a better widget should be built. FBA, when it's working, is an incredible opportunity as well. So, affiliate, I feel like is a gateway drug. Once you get an affiliate, you have so many other opportunities that are not too far away that you can take a lot of the skill sets that you've had and kind of pivot. Not saying that you should, just want to throw that out there as you were saying earlier.
And I think you're right. People develop skills in so many different areas, whether it's like web design, copywriting, content marketing in general. I personally branched out to video, which eventually, I got what do they say? A face for radio. But if you put enough lighting on somebody, they look all right. I probably should dress better, but you can't win them all. So the point is you develop other skills. I have a podcast as well. There's a lot of skills that you end up just picking up. And Jesse, you started a software company. You ended up working for some pretty cool places. So let's talk about the potential of adding or working with other affiliate marketplaces or companies that I know. Commission Junction's a big one. Share Sales another one. Some companies have their own in-house affiliate program, and you cut out the middleman, whatever it may be, and you could work with them directly. So, just any broad thoughts on that?
Yeah, there's affiliate marketing is everywhere for better or worse. A lot of people, and especially the audience here, know Amazon well, which is why they're here, because we're talking about the massive black eye they gave us. But so many different retailers and brands have their own affiliate program. So, it kind of goes back to what is your specific industry? What is your specific niche? What are you promoting? If you're pushing a lot of running shoes, well, Nike has its own affiliate program. You don't have to. Nike's a bad example because of the Amazon thing, but New Balance has its own affiliate program. Adidas has its own affiliate program. So each of those use different affiliate networks. So kind of back to what you were saying, CJ versus AWin versus Impact versus Rakuten, et cetera. I see that kind of as a byproduct, but I think really kind of narrowing in where does your audience buy, or where would your audience like to buy, right? If it's running shoes, well, they're probably going to trust Amazon. Foot Locker's pretty well known, at least here in the US. And they're probably willing to buy directly from the store because the brand name is huge. So right there's 3 great opportunities to promote your product. 2 of them are outside of Amazon, or to sell that product via affiliate.
Very good. And for the people that are just hopping in, because I know people hop on and they hop off, Jesse and I are talking about the commission rate changes that are going to go in place April 21st. Jesse's from Geniuslink, and we are going to hit some questions towards the tail end, and maybe we'll just tell stories to each other also, Jesse, if we don't get any questions. I think we may have a few.
We got lots of them.
We may have questions. And just a quick note, everyone, I got to plug our stuff. So number one, if you do want to see some of the work that Jesse has been doing in, just blogging and information, there are 2 links in the description highlighting a lot of the details we're talking about today. One of them is choice pages, which we're going to show a demo in a few minutes. Fingers crossed that I can make the technology work. The other is I put together a spreadsheet, very simple spreadsheet, just showing you the before and the after of these commission rate changes based on the information that we have right now today. So there's a link in the description. You'll have to enter your name and email. You join my email list, and I'll send you a bunch of cool stuff. You can unsubscribe afterwards if you don't want to, but I'm going to be talking about this sort of thing often. And just in general, Jesse, can you just give like the 1-sentence summary of Geniuslink, just so people know, what you guys do?
Yeah, so for the audience here, a lot of Amazon affiliate users, we help make your links work globally. We are a premium version of the OneLink tool. OneLink was kind of modeled after the technology we built out. So making sure you're not leaving money on the table internationally.
Cool. And and it works for some other programs as well. If you would just want to mention that, I know we have a lot of Amazon affiliate folks here, but I mean, it's a pretty robust product.
Try to be, exactly. Started with iTunes. That was my background. Amazon was next. We also helped the Microsoft affiliate ecosystem. But in the last few years, we've really opened it up to be a lot more affiliate program agnostic. So you can use our tools with any link, any affiliate link. We support a good number of the most popular affiliate programs. We also support VigLink and Skimlinks, or I guess Sovereign Commerce as they're known now, and Skimlinks. So you can drop in one of tens of thousands of different links to different retailers, and we can make sure those are affiliated. But I think the real value is what we're going to be getting to here in a few is instead of having to answer that either or question, what about having multiple buy buttons for a single product recommendation? I think that's really one of the technologies we're most excited about, and we're really starting to shine. And what seems to be most applicable to today's unfortunate situation is how to take those lemons and make some lemonade.
Very cool. So yeah, we're going to hop to the choice pages in just a second. So Jesse, before I start sharing your screen over there, if you want to pull up what you need to pull up, and then I'm just going to
hide all the other stuff, you mean?
Yeah, whatever you got to do, whatever you got to do. And I will mention, so like I talked about, you could sign up for the email list for Niche Site Project. I talk a lot about affiliate marketing. We'll just generalize it at this point. And if you have not hit the thumbs up, the like button, it will help other people find this video. They tell me that. Everyone says, like the video, comment. So if you're watching this later, leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
And subscribe. You should subscribe.
Yes, subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. I do live streams like every week. I'm doing another one tomorrow. I'm going to talk about some alternative ideas, things that you can do potentially because of this Amazon affiliate commission rate change. So just subscribe, like the video. I appreciate it. There's a lot of people here, and I appreciate everyone hopping on with us live today. So Jesse, you can share your screen whenever you want. We're going to go over choice pages a little bit, and I will hopefully be able to send it to Jesse in a second. And then we're going to answer questions. So thanks for all of the people asking questions, all the activity in the chat. And thanks to my friend Thais, who I pinged her earlier, and I was like, hey, we got an emergency situation over here. Do you think you can moderate the chat for me? Because I'm probably going to forget some stuff on the live stream, which I did. No one could hear Jesse at the beginning. So thank you to Thais, and she is feeding me some questions. So I'm going to send it over to Jesse now, and he's going to show us choice pages, which is it's going to be an option for us moving forward. So let's get the lowdown here.
Sure. We good? We live?
Yep, you're good to go.
Awesome. So yeah, we call these choice pages, and the gist is that they're landing pages. Landing pages where you can promote just a single product and have multiple different retailers. So you'll notice that Amazon is a pretty common option here. So the idea again is that you don't have to decide, is it Amazon or Walmart, Amazon or Best Buy. It can be multiple ones. Choice pages were originally built out for the music industry, where music streaming, music buying is a bit of a commodity. We found that our audience, specifically in the book space, was also really appreciated. But then we had a handful of different creators that were starting to use choice pages to promote camera gear, and had some huge successes. Armando Freire from Mondo Bytes is kind of the poster child here, because his success was just such runaway. But he more than doubled his Amazon commissions and became a top affiliate for B&H Photo Video, another major retailer in the video area, just by starting to use choice pages instead of direct Amazon links. So let me actually just kind of walk you through what that looks like. So again, here, what a choice page looks like all said and done is, again, simple landing page with your multiple buy buttons, some sort of art, description, call to action. You have your disclosures, your FTC disclosure, your Amazon disclosure is here, etc. So it's really kind of packaged and built specifically for affiliate links. So the way we build it, again, is coming from the Geniuslink dashboard. We jump in, we can just do a new choice page. You can do some organization pieces, but the gist is you're probably starting with an Amazon link. So here's an Amazon product I'm using right now. If you can hear me okay, then I'm recommending it. we can just go ahead and grab that link, jump over to the dashboard. We'll just go ahead and drop that in. And so what we're doing is we're parsing this link real quick. We figure out what the product art is. We grab the title. We've got a call to action there. We'll mess with that in a minute. But we also just released this new feature called suggestions. And the idea is that, again, Amazon is one retailer. Amazon's lowering their commissions. We can do better. So let's just see these suggestions real quick. So B&H, the retailer I mentioned before, is a great place to buy. So I want that one included. And then Walmart, I also have my affiliate tracking information saved for, so I can drop that in. If you have your Sovereign Commerce or your Skimlinks API added into Geniuslink, it's likely you'll have affiliate options for these ones as well. But we've got those. Let me go ahead back. One of the calls to action that I think is really helpful, especially at this time, is find the best price below. We have two different themes. I think the product looks best on the white. We got a couple different options, so now we're just gonna go ahead and save. And now we have this link. So this link now, if we drop that into a new browser, and we have our Amazon button for those that are going to buy on Amazon. We've got B&H and Walmart, and we can find the best price below. So B&H looks like it is. B&H is a little slow at the moment, but got a bunch of different options. So perfect. Okay, and then we can jump back. We can check Walmart price, and we can look at Amazon price. So by looking and doing that price comparison right there kind of on the fly, I just actually set affiliate cookies in 3 different retailers. I also know that Amazon's the best price, and so I'm going to go ahead and move forward with Amazon. So my conversion rate, we found the conversion rate from using choice pages is actually higher because of this action right here of people clicking, doing that price comparison, looking for the best price. It kind of adds what we call micro conversions. So people get more and more incentivized to actually go through and finish that buying process because they've already done their price comparison. They're confident that Amazon is the best place to buy. They can move forward. But in this, it may have been B&H, it may have been Walmart. Amazon does not always have the lowest price. Some people, again, don't shop at Amazon. My wife has Prime, so we shop at Amazon regularly. But if I don't have Prime, then it may be worth a little bit more to buy from another place, etc. Yeah, so that was my quick demo. What else can I show you?
Cool. And
what else can I answer for you?
That looks pretty amazing overall. And I was going to say, just in general, I'm trying to imagine the use case, right? So someone would, so the use case is basically someone would click on the link and then they land on the choice page where an image is shown, and then you see options, whether it's, B&H, which, funny story, the camera right here that I purchased, I ended up buying from B&H. It's hard to point behind you in reverse. So I bought it from B&H because availability and the price. And I actually love B&H. Have you ever been there, Jesse?
Yeah, their New York store, it's crazy. All the conveyor belts.
Cool.
B&H they're just good people too. It's really fun to work with them in the shop, in their affiliate program, etc. Anyway, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, I was just, total tangent. Yeah, it's a good shop. And I know there are some other just big retailers like that. So, and you mentioned all the ones that Geniuslink will work with for choice pages, and it seems like a good use case. So I'll just repeat it again so everyone kind of follows along, and Jesse, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a link. It's the link that goes to the choice page. Someone then can click on affiliate links from various different affiliate programs, right?
Exactly. Promoting one product, let the last mile kind of be tackled by the user. The user can decide where to go. You don't have to decide where to go. Your compliance stuff is there to keep you out of trouble with Amazon. We're trying to make it as easy as possible to monetize Amazon as well as the others, boost your Amazon conversion rates, which hopefully helps make up for this drop, but also, diversify your revenue by using these other programs. Okay.
And to be devil's advocate just a bit,
of course,
from my perspective, more clicks usually is a bad thing, right? So someone has to click over to the choice page and then they have to make another click. Now, I know you mentioned some of those, the micro conversions. It's like the yes ladder where you keep going a little bit further. And once you've made it to the choice page, you may as well and look and see what's the best price. But do you have any specific cases where you're like, this person is actually doing better because there is a choice page?
So we have been doing some testing. We're getting close to statistical significance in the testing, but before we really come out and publish numbers, we want to make sure that they're rock solid. But there are some instances where it's not converting higher; it converts about the same. So in some places it's a slam dunk. In some places it's not as much. I haven't put my finger on specifically what those are yet. If it's the call to action, if it's the number of buttons, if it's the industry, et cetera. So I'll be completely honest, there is still a lot of experimentation to be done with choice pages. In general, we're seeing at least a double-digit lift. Armando, again, triple-digit lift. But in general, kind of across the board from the tests we have done, it's been good. But you're absolutely right. There are some that never negative by anything, but usually kind of right on par with kind of the direct experience versus adding in this extra step. But yeah, there's so much to be explored. There's so much testing that can be done. So everyone's industry is a little bit different. How they recommend products is a little bit different. Who the top retailers are for those products, if they have affiliate programs, if those affiliate programs are easy to use, et cetera. There's so many different variables that it's really hard to make the blanket statement, which is why we haven't made a blanket statement, because we're still more numbers to kind of nail in yet. But
right. Okay. And Jesse, feel free to stop sharing your screen so we can see your beautiful face again. And what we'll do, thanks again for everybody that hopped on. And I know, the live streams are fluid over there. So basically, Jesse's from Geniuslink. We're talking about the commission rate changes. There's links in the description so you can see the commission rate changes. Jesse has a couple blog posts over on Geniuslink that kind of put everything in context. So highly encourage you to check that stuff out. Now, we got a bunch of questions coming in, and
awesome.
We're going to start hitting those. So one of these is, and I can't remember who they're from, but again, thanks to Thais for sending these over. So at some point, someone, I guess one of us said, I understand why they changed the rates. And can you help us understand why they changed the rates? So Jesse, go ahead.
Sure. And this is hard. But at the end of the day, Amazon is a publicly traded company, and their fiduciary responsibility is to the investors, Jeff Bezos being one of them, one of the largest ones. So at the end of the day, Amazon has lost money for nearly 20 years as they build up this massive ecosystem. And now they're getting to a point where their shareholders are demanding returns. And unfortunately, as an affiliate program matures, it's one of the areas that some margin can be taken out of. So I've seen it, with other affiliate programs as well. It's just as things progress, as they build that stronghold, they need affiliates less. Not saying that the affiliate program is less important to them, but that they can use the different levers, and one of the levers being, what percent commission they are willing to pay out for different categories to kind of ensure that they're getting maximum value, maximum return from their affiliate program. So, lawn was hit, but I think consumer electronics was left alone. So one would imply that consumer electronics is still an area where Amazon values people pushing recommendations, pushing product sales through. That being said, just because it's important today doesn't mean it will be important next April, et cetera. This is somewhat of a dynamic beast. So also with the COVID, the pandemic piece, it makes sense to some degree why they cut some of those categories. They don't need to incentivize people for grocery delivery, because it seems that everyone is using Amazon grocery at the moment to get food delivered, because they don't want to go to grocery stores. So it's a hard reality, and huge empathy for everyone watching, for our clients as well. This sucks, but on the other side of the coin, I understand the unfortunate reality of working with one of the largest companies in the world. That a company exists to make money, unfortunately.
And they have leverage. So what are you going to do? Which is actually one of the questions in here. And someone did ask, actually like 100 people asked that one. Some people are asking about switching to drop shipping or something like that. So I'll tackle this one and say, yeah, you can look at drop shipping. If you have traffic, and I've said this on a few live streams, and Jesse and I are going to do as many questions as we have. We have a bit of a harder stop at the top of the hour here. And basically, you can look into another business model. Definitely. And if you have traffic, you can probably figure out a way to monetize it. You can work directly with companies. You can go to a different affiliate program. You could sell ads on your site directly to companies. So you're managing it and you're not going through an ad network. You can go through an ad network. And if you're a little more ambitious and you're like, hey, you know what? I want to start a physical business or a physical product business. I want to do drop shipping. I want to do private labeling, however you want to frame it. There's definitely an aspect of opportunity here. So whenever there's a crazy downturn and there's a correction and just shit's going sideways, you definitely have an opportunity. It's harder. Believe me, I haven't even done it, but I know it's harder. And I know that at this point in time, a lot of people are like, you know what? I'm taking my ball, I'm going home. And if you stick around and if you make it out the other side, and whether it's 2 months or 2 years, whenever this sort of lifts, there's going to be some strong companies that got started right now. So if you have a drop shipping company now's an interesting time to buy some affiliate sites where people are getting rid of them. Or if you're thinking, hey, I got a ton of traffic, why don't I sell the products directly? Who can I partner with? So you can try and go directly to the company. You can look at a drop shipping model. You can look at some, blend of, I don't know if there's a blend of the two, but you could look at different options. But there's definitely opportunities now because people are panicking. Hopefully no one's making any, abrupt decisions. But drop shipping, one of the aspects you may have to look at is customer service and fulfillment. So the fulfillment could be an easy piece. Customer service could be an easy piece. If you have not done either one of those, there's a few things you'll have to learn about each. And I think that's the challenge where there's like maybe 4 or 5 pieces of a business operations that you haven't done before. And it gets a little complicated. You have HR issues where the easy part, one of the reasons why I like affiliate marketing is you just get the traffic over the people that are already interested in making a purchase. And then you let the, Amazon in this case, or whatever company, you let them convert. And that, it's great. And it depends on what you want to work on. And I didn't want to have a team of people. I didn't want to deal with customer service. I didn't want to deal with fulfillment or any of the other aspects, customs and bringing in products or whatever. So I opted for the easier, the less overhead kind of model, which is affiliate marketing. So that's my thoughts on drop shipping and so on.
So if I can add one thing to that, and you hit it kind of early on and just kind of briefly hit it again, but that's community. Your job as an affiliate marketer should primarily be to build a community and then monetize that community. And affiliate marketing is a medium to monetize that community. But at the end of the day, your best effort is to build a group of people that you can build trust, you can build engagement with, because that can be monetized in various different ways. So you said it. I just wanted to reemphasize that because I think it's such an important point.
Very good. And next question is around choice pages. And someone asks, is there a benefit to choice pages instead of having 2 buttons or 2 links directly on the page? And then there's a follow-up, something we talked about earlier, Jesse, as far as like using Amazon quote assets like an image and then other affiliate programs. So one of our mutual friends, Matt Allen over at Amberlinks Pro, mentioned this, sent out an email. So there's a little bit of nuance and I'll sort of turn it over to you. And I'm not as familiar with this area, so I'll just be upfront about that.
Sure. I forgot what the first question is, but let's tackle this other one first. So yeah, I think it's Rule Z in part of the pages and pages and pages that are Amazon operating agreement and the policies page. I forget exactly what the language is, but the gist is that Amazon doesn't want you to abuse their assets. They don't want you to abuse their API. So if you're getting assets from them or you're getting information from them, it's important that you include an Amazon link in close proximity. So if you'll notice that we populated the art and the title and so forth, and the Amazon link came first, and that's to stay in compliance with Amazon's rules. Amazon is fine with including other retailers, and you can see this by some of the biggest affiliate marketers out there, the Wirecutters, CNET, Digital Trends, etc. You see a lot of these major corporations that wouldn't risk having Amazon come after them, including multiple buy buttons, multiple links, etc., including Amazon's prices as well. So unfortunately, the way that rule is written, it can definitely be interpreted in an incredibly strict way, or it can be interpreted in what I believe is the correct way. And the correct way is that, yeah, don't be stupid and use Amazon's assets without promoting Amazon affiliate links.
Okay, perfect.
What was the earlier question? Sorry.
The first one was using why use choice pages instead of having just two buttons directly on your site?
Sure. So one of the beauty of choice pages is that they can be used anywhere. So Amazon's rules say you can't use affiliate links in email. Amazon has additional overhead in regards to using affiliate links in social media, et cetera. So choice pages were built to encompass all those other extra requirements and make sure that our clients are completely compliant when they're using choice pages. Choice pages were not specifically built to be used inside of a website. That being said, we've seen some success stories of them, but I think there is definitely some opportunity to expand those choice pages maybe as a widget of sorts to kind of include it there. And you've seen, as Matthew Allen with AmmoLinks Pro or AAWP have had great success kind of having those compare boxes, buy boxes, et cetera. And I think this is an opportunity for us to do something similar where the choice page technology is built into the actual web page in a clean way. But yeah, we're getting there step by step.
Very good. And let's see, is there an easy way to convert old single link to a choice page link?
Yeah, inside the Geniuslink, you go to edit a single Amazon link. It'll tell you if we found other retailers, and you can click to create a choice page from there. So it's just click to edit, which is the gear on the far right hand side. We'll scan the link, check it against all the retailers we currently support, and then it's a couple more clicks to build a choice page from there. So yeah, it should be a very easy seconds to convert those.
Okay, very good. And just a quick question, and I don't know, I didn't tell you I was going to ask this. So,
but you didn't tell me half the things you were going to ask. It's more fun this way.
So I could just say it came from the audience and you won't know any different. But how much does Geniuslink cost for people that are not signed up, just so they have a scope of like how much this is?
Starts at $5. $5 a month. If you have crazy volume, the price will increase. We call it utility-based pricing, but yeah, starts at $5. That being said, for your guests, ping me and I'll make sure they get an extended free trial.
Okay, everyone, if you heard that, I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, if you head over to Geniuslink, just let the folks know, and you can get an extended discount. Appreciate that, Jesse.
Of course. Anything we can do to help right now.
Cool. And we have a few more questions coming in. So
awesome.
I think this is around just using Geniuslink in general, and then maybe the choice pages. So someone's asking about API skills or any kind of coding skills to set it up.
We have tried very hard to make it as easy as possible. That being said, we have a JavaScript snippet you can use if you have some light familiarity with editing themes and so forth in WordPress, or if you really want to go full on, we have a full API as well. So it really depends on what your appetite is for getting into the weeds. But my mom can build a choice page, which I think is a nod to our designer and the engineers to make it as simple as possible.
Man, my mom can like barely answer. I called her yesterday just to check in and see how things are going. She can't hear me on the phone. I think my AirPods are broken or something. And your mom's building like web pages. My mom's like barely answering the phone. So yeah. A little different, but okay. So next, would Geniuslink work with Awin and their affiliates, which I'm not familiar with them. Are you?
Yeah, Awin is an awesome affiliate network based out of, I think they're based out of Amsterdam, but they've really had a great presence in Europe and have done a great job expanding in the last handful of years. Yeah, so we support a number of different top affiliate programs, and that list is continuing to grow. So if you are a Geniuslink client, you can jump over to the affiliates page and add new tracking ID, I think is the button, big blue button, second one down. And it lists a bunch of different programs, and they come from a bunch of different affiliate networks. That being said, if the affiliate program on Awin that you want to use that we don't specifically directly support, you can absolutely drop in the affiliate version of that link. or you can drop in the raw version and use skim links or VigLink, which absolutely support AWIN. So there's multiple different ways to skin the cat here.
Very good. Yeah, there's so many affiliate networks. I never even heard of it. And I stay in my own little bubble in a lot of ways. And we got a few more minutes, so we're going to keep looking at the questions and going through. And Jesse, just a quick, shout out to you and Geniuslink. And I know this is a tough time for everyone. I see people are saying in the chat, this is my livelihood. This is hurting my family. It's a tough time. So, yep, I hear you. I mean, this is hitting me right in the nuts myself. And this is a serious time. So thanks, Jesse, for taking time with us today.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's, yeah, I've had built businesses to have them devastated by blows by Amazon. It's horrible. Full empathy. Yeah, this sucks. This really, really, really sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, not much.
I've got multiple stories of having problems with, not problems, having my livelihood destroyed in a matter of an email. So
it's pretty crazy. And I'll just plug a live stream that I'm doing tomorrow. I typically do them on Fridays, but be sure you subscribe to the channel. If you found anything that we said either interesting, or actually even if you disagree, you could hit the thumbs down, whatever you want to do, any kind of interaction. You can leave a mean comment. You can make fun of me for being bald. Jesse, you look pretty good today, I got to say.
I need a haircut, but
yeah, what do people do?
I shaved and put on pants today.
Yeah, it's like, what do people do if you can't get haircuts? But I've been cutting my own hair for 25 years. So
Target affiliate program shows up tomorrow. Get a set of buzzers.
Ooh, all right. So a couple other questions. Someone's asking how Geniuslink works for YouTube reviewers, like one Geniuslink per store, or can you elaborate a bit?
Yeah, so we actually do a ton with YouTubers these days. And it's really kind of up to you. You can do one link per store. So if you're recommending, again, this Yeti microphone, and when I recommend it on both Amazon and B&H, you absolutely do not need to use a choice page. You can use two Genius links, one to Amazon, one to B&H. It's important to kind of disclose in proximity to that link where those links are taking you. But typically what we've found is that for reviewers, they're typically 1, 2, 3 products at a time that they'll be talking about in the video. It's best to, and again, plugging Geniuslink, best to use a Geniuslink for each of those products. But then instead of listing out a bunch of other Amazon products that you use, Kit, another our media play, which is also taking it from this change, is a place where you can curate products. So a lot of YouTubers will use Kit.co to list out all the different gear they use to make their videos. They have different kits for their blogging, their podcasting, etc. So yeah, 3 links if you're recommending 3 products, then the Kit link to recommend the rest of the products kind of in your arsenal. You can generate obviously affiliate revenue from all those, but it really kind of helps make sure that you're not eating up that YouTube description with a bunch of keywords that aren't relevant to your description. So from just the YouTube SEO, keep focused on the keywords that matter. Don't clutter it with Blue Yeti when you're not reviewing Blue Yeti.
Got it. That makes sense. Next question, and by the way, we do have a few more minutes, so if people want to ask a few more questions, we can hit a couple more. Next one is, I'm a content writer. What do you think let's try and read. It's hard to read out loud, it's crazy.
Voice acting is not your next career, huh?
No, I got the mic for it though, but yeah, I can't do it. I'm a content writer. What do you think will happen to suppliers like me? Any views on how the content marketing sales industry will change? So I think people will probably continue to need content for their websites. We're going through a weird period where everyone's sort of just waiting to see what's going to happen. I cut some of my costs. I looked at some of software subscriptions that I wasn't really using or I was using occasionally, look for alternatives, really figure out am I using that? Now for content, I think people are going to realize that they still need content. And I think there potentially will be a shift from a lot of people were very interested in Amazon affiliate. And I think they're going to shift over to display network type websites. So ad-based informational type websites. Thus, writers are still going to be super important. So I think you're going to be fine. I think in the short term, it could be a little funny like it is for everyone. And I got to say, I was chatting with one of the writers that I've worked with for a couple of years this morning just to make sure she's okay and everything's going good. And I was like, I think people are still going to need info content. It'll probably be a lot more fun to write that than these kind of bullshit, best of articles that you've been writing for me. And she was like, oh yeah, they do get a little boring. So I think you're going to be okay. There's going to be a weird shift. And as far as an opportunity, I believe there will be more writers, more people are stuck at home. They're not wasting their time commuting, and they're looking for freelance gigs. They're flooding the market. There's going to be more freelancers. So right now is a great opportunity to start a content agency because there's going to be writers out there that are looking for work. If you have a market, I am even thinking of doing this myself because I know I have an audience that wants to hire writers. I also know a bunch of writers that want to write. So I don't know if I want to do that because the service-based business is, well, it has clients, and that's different than what I usually like to do. So I'll put it that way. And okay, a couple more questions here. So basically, I think writers are going to be okay once we turn around.
I'll add on to that. Good writing. It's so you notice good writing. I guess you notice bad writing. Good writing is kind of the expected. So yeah, if you've got some experience in good writing, especially if you can kind of follow the whole SEO track and write well 2 keywords that's enjoyable, succinct, etc. That's such a. Every time I write a blog post, I wish I was a better writer. It takes me so much time. It would be so much easier to work with a professional that actually can do this well, and it'd be so much more efficient.
Amen to that. Yeah, I'm a very slow writer, so I understand. With Geniuslink, do I have to apply for and get approved by different affiliate programs?
Amazon, absolutely. Amazon made it very clear to us in the very early days that they don't want us to stand between their relationship with their publishers, their associates. So we are a tool to help with the associates program, the Amazon affiliate program. We are not a middleman for it. That being said, most other affiliate programs are supported by tools like VigLink, aka Sovereign Commerce or Skimlinks, where you can just sign up, get approved by them, and then have access to tens of thousands of different affiliate programs. So Amazon is a bit unique like that. There's some other ones. I think eBay prefers that you work directly with them instead of going through Skimlinks. But the bulk, middle body, long tail, you can use one of those aggregator tools. But Amazon and a few others, you need to sign up directly, and then give us those tracking IDs so that we can affiliate the links correctly for you.
Okay, cool. And towards the end, Jesse, I'm just going to give you a heads up. I'm going to send it over to you just to, mention any final words here so you can think about what you're going to say. And couple other questions popped over. One is, I'm just in the keyword research step to build my affiliate website. What should I consider? So that's a deeper question. So definitely come back to the live stream tomorrow. But I would say make sure you go for a broad set of topics, which is rich with products and how-to kind of content. So it's not super hard. I think, let's just take a random example. Jesse's an outdoor kind of dude. I like to be outside as well. And there's a Dick's Sporting Goods, and gosh, there's products all over. There's golf, and there's tennis, and there's weightlifting and bikes, and there's camping gear and all sorts of stuff. So I would say if you're broad with your branding, you're going to be okay. And by the way, for every one of those things that I just made up off the top of my head and just said them as I was thinking them, there's like how-to articles for all of them. I mean, there's probably more how-to content. So I would just say make sure that you're aiming at this in a really broad way. And Jesse, here's one for you. Do you think the UK affiliate program will be affected at some point?
UK actually the 5 programs in Europe. Netherlands is the 6th, but that's a new store. That's another story. The 5 programs in Europe actually have been under a bit of an experiment, it seems, for the last year, where they have a different model. It's not a category-based model like we have in the US. It's category-based, plus you get a bonus over a certain volume. But also, if it's an indirect qualifying purchase, you actually get a significantly lower. So In some categories, it's 10% under this certain volume, and then you bump up to say 11% if you get over that amount of volume in that category. But if you send them a search link, or if someone lands in that category that came from another link in a different category, they'll end up at like 1.5%. So I think that we have kind of, U.S. operates one way, Europe programs operate another way. I don't see those combining in the immediate future. I think that it's too early to tell kind of which one's going. Even with these reduced commissions, I think the U.S. program may be obviously take advantage of all of them, especially if you have a UK-based shopper, send them to the UK store because they're going to convert way better than from Amazon.com. But at the moment, it seems like the Amazon.com US store is still paying out a bit higher earnings per click, et cetera. And when you try to normalize across the board, what happens afterwards, it's hard to tell. I don't have those numbers exactly in my head, but sorry, going off on a rabbit hole. Sure. I'll stop myself.
Okay, cool. And we are coming up towards the end, so I'm going to start wrapping it up. Thanks everyone for hopping on live today with Jesse and myself. And I'm going to quickly go through a couple of questions. I saw some a little bit related to, kind of tech support for Geniuslink, and I'm going to say, Jesse, I think people could contact via email. There's a good support system over there. So I know some people had maybe just questions about the choice pages, and then maybe tech support for integrating Geniuslink on a large scale. So
awesome. Yeah. hi@geni.us is the direct email to the support team. But yeah, there's a contact us at the footer of the page. If you have an account, there's the intercom bubble. There's lots of different ways. We have an awesome support team. I'm really proud of our support guys. They do an amazing job. So shout out to Matt and Andy and Isaac real quick if I can.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, if people have any questions on Geniuslink and need help, just feel free to reach out on the site there. There's a lot of people that are already there to help you. So, and last question I'm going to tackle real quick, and then I'm going to send it to you, Jesse, to sign off and just, give us a few inspiring words. So last one, how would you assess buying an affiliate website right now with these changes? So me personally, I'm fairly risk averse. I would probably pump the brakes and just kind of see how things play out. In many ways, if you're looking right now, you're probably going to either be able to get a good deal. And if you were in the process of closing, I think now this is a relevant time to either renegotiate or leave the deal and lose your earnest money. Like, this is a significant change. Potentially the seller can negotiate with you and you guys could reach some agreement. But at this point, losing maybe a couple $1,000 is going to be better than, overpaying on a product by, 50% or something like that. So definitely tread lightly. And if you're looking around, I would, just keep it in mind that things are shifting right now as we speak. So Jesse, thanks a lot. I'm going to let you just talk for a minute here.
I don't need a minute. I just want to say thank you as well, Doug, for the invitation. It's again, it's a really crappy time with global pandemic, economic collapse. There's a lot of mental health issues happening, and then adding this on top of it is just it's a major bummer. But you alluded to earlier, if you can survive this, if you can make it through this, your business is going to be such an awesome spot when things start to recover. So this sucks. I get it. Put one foot in front of the other. Keep pounding through. Full faith in you. If I can help anyone, let me know. Reach out. Talk to support guys. They can connect you to me. We're here to help. Want to help. Entrepreneurship is all about paying it forward. Let us know how we can help.
Thanks, Jesse. Really appreciate it, and I appreciate your time today. Thanks, everyone, for hopping on live. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow, talking about alternatives and just different ideas that you can throw into the mix to hopefully take advantage of the traffic that you do have on your site. You have an asset. If you have a website, you're getting traffic, you'll be able to figure things out. So join me tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to Thais for coming at the last minute. That was so unprofessional of me to ask you, but I owe you a meal once people can socialize again. So, all right. Thanks, Jesse. See you later, buddy.
See ya. Thanks again.